Hello everyone. This is your teacher friend from the Philippines, name's the Peace teacher, and I am back with Stitch with Me Live, and I am stitching this beautiful mermaid from Bella Filipina, and this is Aquamarina, and this live is courtesy of Bella Filipina Friday, which is a hashtag or stitch along with my stitchy friend Miss Grace and my fellow stitchy friends here in the Philippines. Stitch our favorite Bella Filipino whips every Friday, although it's Saturday here in the Philippines, but in some other places, just such as in the United States, it's still Friday. So I haven't stitched last night, Friday, so I decided to wake up early and stitch this one so that I can do the Bella Filipina Friday. So I hope you have watched my recent video and I do apologize with the audio of my video. I hope you I think you are using when you're watching my video you will be using a headset or an earphone to just hear me. I didn't realize that the setting of my microphone has changed from 100% to 70%. So hopefully on my next video you can hear me clearly. I hope so. And I bought a microphone also. So let's see. Right now I'm using my cell phone for the Stitch With Me Live, and I hope you can hear me clearly, even though my voice is this is how my normal voice sounds like. So it's a bit soft and not loud. So again, I am stitching the Aquamarina from Bella Filipina, and I am now at her tail. There you go. Look at the shimmery, sparkly um, acrylic threads and the blending filament on her tail. So if you can see it in person, it looks wonderful. How was your week? I hope you are doing fine. Me, I was very busy last night. I just left at work 7 in the evening because I need to finish something for Monday so that there will be no problems on Monday. But unfortunately, I am expecting that there will be a problem, but I hope that it will not become worse Monday. But right now, since it's weekend, no work, I need to relax myself and somehow put away the stress and worries at work. Sometimes you need to do that one so that you feel what you call this. You feel sane. You balanced your mental health. I think this is the way I balance my mental health, especially when coping up stress. So that's why every Saturday and Sunday I am more focused on staying here at home, stitching, not thinking the work. My 2 million viewers, hello. How are you? Are you stitching right now with by watching my Stitch With Me live? I hope you can hear me clearly. I'm right now at our terrace and also this week, if you happen to see in the Yummy Fiberlicious announced a stitch along or SAL in collaboration with Bella Filipina, and they are having this four season mermaid SAL. So when the news broke or the announcement posted on Instagram, everyone was ecstatic, especially those who are fans of Bella Filipina. And I purchased, and I'm joining the sale starting this September 15. Hello, Miss Stacy, how are you? Thank you for watching. So again, the Yummy Fiberlicious is having a sale in collaboration with Bella Filipina, and I joined the sale. I purchased the PDF last Friday, yeah, Thursday. So I did receive the list of materials to be kitted up. So I have the complete threads, and then I also ordered at 1 to Free Stitch embellishments, the beads, as well as the metallic threads. I ordered the treasured braid, but uh, there's one treasure braid that was not available, so I opted to order the clinic, and then I there was one big pack that was not available. So hopefully I'll receive that one before the start of the sale, which is on September 15. I don't know, maybe it, it's it will be a month or two before it will get here. So I don't have any fabric yet, but there was a suggested fabric from the website of Fiberlicious, but I am thinking that I will be dyeing my own fabric in a 14 count Ada or 16 count. I just um, purchased a wheat dye, which is color yellow. I do have a blue, which is a wheat dye powder, so I will combine it and make it like a blue green or teal colored mix, and I'll apply it to the fabric. Yes, Miss Stacy, I'll be stitching that one on one fabric. The size of I think the size of the chart is 100 plus to 287. I think yes. And I'm very very excited what it looks like. And I hope I can catch through every on the sal, which will be finished on December 15. So every 15 September, October, November. Yes, every 15th of the month starting on September 15th, they will release each of the seasons, I guess. So hopefully if in October 15 I can finish already the first season mermaid. And as we all know, we have our plans for new starts. I've already planned to start four new fancy ladies, and here comes the sal. So it changed. My plans changed. And then I also have uh, put out on the cart and want to free stitch patterns, mirabilia patterns, and when the sal is has when the sal has announced the sal was announced. Okay, so I need to pause purchasing those and focus on purchasing the materials. This is the first Bella Filipina stitch along, and then also if you have purchased already or if you have signed up already with the SAL, there is also a Facebook group intended for this one. So If you want to join, I think you just put in the order number, and then that's the time you will be accepted in the Facebook group. And there were already 200 members on that group. I when I joined. So I need to finish this one so I can start new things. So after I finish all the stitches of Aquamarina, I will be going back to my Queen Flower Fairy to finish it because it's already on the beading process. And after I finish Queen Flower Fairy, I will go back to Aquamarina and finally finishing her. It was a good move that I uh, stitched monogamously for 2 months because you finish something and you plan to start new ones. And it's good that my whips are not growing, but still it's more than 30. So I hope I can still decrease the number of whips. I have some contender whips that is slightly more than 50% or 60% done, and I want to finish those. It's my first time using the blending filament correctly. So here is the acrylic, and then all of this one combined with a blending filament. And I was happy with the outcome. When I was doing the Midsummer Night's Fairy, I did not combine it with the blending filament. What I did is that I've made a 10 stitch of a thread, and then the next stitch I overlapped it uh, with a blending filament with two strands. But this time I did combine one thread and one blending filament because during when I was stitching the Midsummer Night's Fairy using the blending filament, it keeps on fraying. but maybe because of the fabric, I don't know, or because that was on Zweigart um, 18 count. And this one, when I stitch it, it goes smoothly in the fabric. Look how good the color is. Don't don't mind with my with the excess. I think there's it's not okay. You know, when you are stitching craning, sometimes you are a little bit pissed off with how it looks and how you stitch. But mhm. So I'm in our terrace, and maybe you can hear some cars or truck. So I'm just our house is just a few meters away from the highway, so you can hear the vehicle passing through. Update on my Sleeping Beauty. I I haven't found her yet. I don't know where she is. Ah, okay. When I am at first, when I was doing the bidding of my previous uh, whips, I did use uh, a Nymo thread, invisible thread, and then when it ran out, right now I am using white blank thread, and also um, I also did use a matching color on, especially on the treasure, the what do you call this? Yes, the treasure beads. I used a matching color just to hide instead of the white, and thankfully it worked. So right now I need to purchase more white or blank threads for the beading. Mermaid of the Pearls. When I did the Mermaid of the Pearls, I used the white thread, and then there were free treasure beads, I use a matching color, red. Mm, I don't know how to do a loop stitch on uneven with fabric. So what I am doing is just insert it from the other threads. And this is the first time that I am using this kind of setup where I just use a stand, so my phone stand, and I didn't realize that it worked easily. When I did my previous Stitch With Me Live, I hooked up this phone on my lamp stand and uh, taped it using a masking tape. So you can, when I will be doing few more Stitch With Me Live, I will be doing this kind of setup because it's very easy. All I have to do is just put the cell phone and then place the fabric and then do the live session. By the way, I would like to thank those who have greeted me in Instagram and here in FlossTube for my second year FlossTubeversary or Flossaversary. I am very happy that I managed to exist 2 years here. My channel managed to exist for 2 years, sharing my whips and sharing my journey in cross stitching. I am very glad that I made friends with fellow stitchers, especially to my to the flushables that I really look up. I didn't expect that during the 2 years I made many friends here in Flush, and especially made friends with made friends within here in the Philippines. Honestly, I don't have any friend here in my place in Davao City who have the same uh, hobby like this in cross stitching. So most of my stitcher friends are far from Manila, and they were having a stitch meet up, and I wish I someday I'll be them, but since it's far and you need to you need to have money to travel, and of course the time they did that one on weekend. I mean on weekend or on a holiday, and I think they are having their second meet up this August 21. I was very lucky that they were my Stitch friends because they are very very somehow um, an expert or experienced stitchers comparing to me. I'm just a newbie. Although I started stitching way back 10 years ago, but the when I started stitching purely or my interest in stitching, that was on 2001. So I haven't yet discovered fancy ladies or any samplers, hand dyed fabrics, even weave, linen. I just uh, know 14 count Ada and the pirated charts. And I didn't know yet there is a flush tube community. So in 2 years that I was very very into cross stitching, my stitchy preference has evolved. On 2021, most of my whips were full coverage. I was very very into full coverage, and 2022 was the year when I was very in love with fancy ladies. How about you? In the span of 2 to 3 years, does your stitchy preference evolve? And during those 2 years, I am beginning to love samplers, especially the owl forest embroidery. I think they are considered samplers, but I wanted to try the what you call the vintage samplers. Wanted to try it, and also wanted to try a long dog sampler. My I think my favorite, and I was eyeing to, or I was dreaming to stitch the hoity-toity I fell in love with the hoity-toity Longdon Samper. I am a bit intimidated with the pattern, but it looks gorgeous. And also I wanted to stitch one of season pickers of Lila's studio. I've watched Samantha, the yoga stitcher. She has started already. Last August 1, the summer picker. I wanted also to try that one. Maybe finish all the seasons. I think right now we have they they have the spring Quaker, the summer Quaker, the Halloween Quaker, and the Christmas theme Quaker. It's difficult here in the Philippines because there are very, very, very few brick and mortar cross stitch shops. Mostly we purchase our items online. There was a time here in our place, we have a shop here in one of the malls. When I visited recently, I think last year, they don't have, uh, they did still have cross stitch stuff, but a few, but most of the items they were selling are mostly on crafts. I can still remember I you can purchase on that store uh, 1 meter of DMC threads, 2 meters. You can you can opt to instead of buying the whole skein, uh, you can purchase 1 to 2 meters for your cross stitch projects. Oops. I love stitching on even weave. When stitching on even weave, I feel like my crosses are good. I also tried linen. I stitch it on a Alfar's embroidery. Thank you, Jen, Stitchy, Shenanigans. From AZ, I think is that's Arizona. How many of you here are doing 24 hours challenge cross stitch? Oh, I see. Is it still hot there? I I usually watch um, news from NBC. I usually watch Tom Yamas, and most of the news every day are the weather. Ooh, that's that. If you convert into Celsius, that would be 40 degrees Celsius. Here in our place, it just rained last night, but there were 3 days that it was not raining and it's very hot. But in the northern part of our place, there was a typhoon and it has greatly affected. There were floods all over the places at the north of our part of our country. So I think in the US, mostly the floods on the east and the high temperature on the west. If you are stitching right now while watching my video, may I know what you are stitching? Next is so another change of brands. Here in our place during daytime, it's very hot, but sometimes every night it rains here. Hello, Miss Lois Stark. Cold and dark at 1 a.m. Wow, from UK. Chucky Nerd. Mm, is that a full coverage chart? Hey, hello, inherited stitches. Thank you. I'm doing great. I'm having a coffee here. It's morning here in the Philippines and very, very engaged with stitching this one. And I wanted to finish her this morning. So that's why I woke up early. Hello, Miss Wolfhard. So she's currently stitching under my umbrella from Riolis from Virginia. Oh, it's raining there in Virginia, USA. You know that when you feel like there's no work and you, you are expected to wake up late, but you woke up early. And then when it's on a working days and you were lazy to get up and you wanted to sleep. Have you experienced that feeling during Mondays and Fridays? You have troubles in getting up early, but during weekends when you have no work, you wake up early and you should be waking up late. But I think I did have a good night's sleep last night and I have enough sleep, so that's why I have a good morning wake up today. just came out of my mind and decided to do it in my life. Mostly of my Stitch with Me live is were not planned. So just when I like to do it, and then I go Stitch with Me live. Recently, I just finished organizing my threads in bobbins. At first, I was doing bobbins on each of my projects, especially my full coverage. And then later on, I changed the way I organize my threads. I put them on a Ziploc bags, each color. Last December, I purchased the whole set of CXC threads, and then CXC threads don't have numbers 1 to 35, so I purchased another brand which is Hero thread. So I've completed all the DMC, all the numbers, all the colors, and then I put it on a plastic shoebox size. And then I later realized that it's very difficult when switching projects. Um, I realized that it's difficult for me to get the box, then get the ziplock, and then put it again after I finished. So I decided to another another way of organizing threads using a full set of threads on a bobbin. So I recently finished that one. When I checked the colors, I don't have two colors. So I will buy that one. So now I have two organizers, which is the box with a full of Ziploc and the bobbin. So right now I'm using the bobbin. So it's now I'm okay when getting the colors with the bobbins. I have 5 boxes of bobinated threads full set, and that is also one way of not over um, spending when it comes to thread. I realized that I have many threads that I've purchased. Why is it moving? Hello, the Simple Stitch from Frisco, Texas. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. The Simple Stitch is working on Rose by Art Shmishka. I'm running out of words right now. Maybe if you have questions, I can answer that one. I haven't tried making a cross stitch journal. What I usually do, I have an Excel file, and uh, on one sheet I have the my finishes, and then another sheet is are my UFOs, and then the next one are my active whips, and then the last one I also have a sheet for my fancy lady whips. I also did when I was into full coverage. I also did a uh, did on Excel how much how many stitches I made every day. I recorded it, and then uh, how many percentage, and the total stitches. And then I don't know what happened. I deleted it and made it simple, just the list of reps. So as you can see, I have here the threads. Look how organized I am. So these are the threads that I use on Aquamarina. So I just kept it on a container so that it will not get lost when I come back stitching. So it's been an hour already, and thank you for joining me here on my Stitch With Me Live. I hope you have enjoyed chatting and listening with while stitching. Thank you very much for joining. So maybe next week, if my mind decides to have a stitch with me, I hope you will still join with with me. Maybe I'll be doing the beadings of Aquamarina or the Queen Flower Fairy. So thank you very much once again, and happy stitching, everyone. Good morning here in the Philippines, and good night in the United States, and good morning early in the UK. Thank you. I have to leave right now because I have some errands to do. Bye, everyone.